Hi, welcome out to the Unscheduled podcast. I'm your host, Zach, and along today with me I have.
Oh, is that supposed to be me? Oh, it's me, Javi. I'm the co-host for today.
And today we have with us two lovely, wonderful guests. We have Aby, and we have Astrid.
What it do, baby? Bebo, Mina.
That's
Man,
right. You.
it's been a little bit since we've had Aby on, and then Astrid, welcome back.
I'm so happy to be on every single time. I'm just like, yes. And yeah, for me personally, it's good to be back. It's been a break.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I was joking about this earlier, but hey, it's Latino cast time.
Yes, indeed.
Ahora viniéndote los domingos a las 12.
You better upload this on a Sunday at 12 now.
At 12.
Please do.
Great. Now I got to do this. I got to schedule it to upload it on a Sunday at 12 p.m. Here we go.
Yes, you said the statement yourself, so now you gotta stick with it.
I'm just going to add I'm going to have to put in the little closed captions just for that moment and when it's said.
Yep.
All right. We're going to have to get on that. But anyway, how you two been?
Me personally, school started, so now life is fun.
Oof.
And
Feel that.
That's all I can say about that.
Yeah. Honestly, it doesn't feel like school started. I'm working so much that it's just like I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a week already. What about you, Javi? How you been?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Applying to jobs because I'm trying to get the bag. The bag has not appeared in front of me. I've been doing, some side quests. Well, I'm starting to talk as if though I'm like a video game character, but yeah, I'm trying to trying to complete the main quest right now. Try to get a job, but I've been doing some side work. I've been doing some commissions and stuff like that, so it's been good.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's still pretty good, you know. And hey, you're the main character in your own JRPG.
Exactly.
Well, with that, we had a couple topics to tackle today, but more than anything, I was talking with Aby about this beforehand, and you've recently just had with the latest Nintendo Mini Direct. You were having the time of your life with rhythm games.
Haha, yes. Literally, they were all in the beginning, back to back to back. I'm just like, this is perfect. This Nintendo Direct Mini was made for me. Like, even the announcement of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, like, I didn't expect that game to get a sequel. And I'm so happy it did. For any of you that don't know, Tetris, I just love it to death. Even though Puyo Puyo, I'm not that great at it. But, I'm so happy so many rhythm games are coming to Switch. Like, I've already spent so much time on Miku. This just gives me more of a reason to continue playing on my Switch.
Honestly, it's what we deserve.
Literally, like, Astrid is the only other person I know. No, go ahead, Astrid.
Well, yeah, no, especially because I'm such a big fan of rhythm games, and I also bought the Taiko no Tatsujin literally a month ago, and when I saw that they're having an adventure one where you can battle and there's over 130 monsters, I was like, man, my wallet. That's why I picked up that extra shift tonight, just for Taiko.
Smart woman, smart woman.
Me, on the other hand, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I don't do rhythm games. Literally, the only rhythm games I've ever played are the ones Astrid has gotten me to play, which was Demo a while back. And then any of the games in the Yakuza series. Those are the only rhythm games I've done.
Yeah, I was about to say I always do the dancing mini games and the karaoke, but I've never actually played an actual rhythm game. I don't think.
I still love the fact that they've uploaded that entire soundtrack from the rhythm games into Spotify.
Yeah, I think did they upload the karaoke? Because I think no, they upload the karaoke. I don't think they uploaded the dancing, the disco ones though. Did they?
No, they did.
Oh, okay. Then it might be on a
Yeah.
separate playlist. Okay.
But I saw that direct and I was just like, I immediately got messages from Abby afterwards. She's just freaking out about like the direct and everything.
Yes, but that's just me with any Nintendo Direct. Like, the Nintendo Direct could be all games I'm never planning to play, but I'm like, some people are gonna really love this and Nintendo gets more money. It's a win-win.
It's just a whipped for Nintendo. Nintendo put something out. Me, yes, yes, girl, yes.
Literally. Suppose that.
I think
mean-
it's better to be hype, you know, instead of like being like, oh man, I'm not gonna play this. Like, this is so boring. Like, why didn't Nintendo? I'm like, it's my time to shine as a game player.
Exactly. Though, ironically, the most of the rhythm games I play are on my phone instead of an actual gaming console.
I just love
At-
how salty Twitter was afterwards, and then there's just all my friends who are like, "Yes, rhythm games, yes."
Well, Twitter's always salty about any direct, no matter what they give. Even if it's a Smash direct, they're still gonna be salty. It's just like,
Yeah.
why wasn't it X character instead? It's just like, y'all need to be grateful Sakurai's doing all this for us.
Can't argue with you there.
Mm-hmm. But no. The rhythm game I play most is Banji Dream. Easily.
You tell me about this stuff, and it's all going over my head. I'm just letting y'all know this right now.
Honestly, I didn't want to say anything because,
Downloading
like,
the game and playing it.
I don't know what half of this shit is, so I'm just gonna keep it.
All I know is that it's the same creators as Love Live, and so like I know Astrid was a fan of that at one point, and then I don't know. Astrid, are you still a fan?
Of Love Live?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've kind of fallen out of it for a little bit because I've been playing so many other games. But like, I do happen to just enjoy the aesthetic of the games, you know? Like, even though I don't actively play them, I still enjoy like looking at them and looking at what other people can get in the game, you know?
Yeah, I get that. I was just more curious because I remember back a couple years back, you were like really into the game, and then it's like now that I've seen Abby, they're like also really into the game, and I'm just like same energy here.
I mean, yes, Banji Dream deserves all the love it gets, and also some of the hate. But still, it's so fun. All the characters, like each character, there's a character tailor made for you. You just gotta like the right band, and for me, that right band is Ras. They're all just wonderful. Oh, Chuchu-sama is best. Oh, I love her to death. I know all of this is going over so many people's heads, but I'm just here in my fangirling corner.
I'm telling you, Abby's gonna one day get like a Banji Dream sponsor for like one of her YouTube videos or a stream.
If I could, I would.
You just gotta keep plugging that you play rhythm games. Eventually, someone will listen.
Yeah, eventually.
I find it so
And
funny
you'll have a
because
bunch
like,
of free merch.
you know, free merch is good merch.
Yes, anything free is good, TBH.
I just find it really funny because it's like, I think Astrid was scolding me like at one point, and she's like, "You're Latino and you have no sense of rhythm. You can't play rhythm games." I'm like,
Oh
I don't
my
dance.
God. Yo.
It's rather unfortunate, though.
I have to agree with her there. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Yo, they're just Zach. They're killing you. Zach, what are you gonna do?
I just
You
own
got,
it.
like,
At this
two
point, I'm
left
like, I'm a
feet.
lost cause. I can't dance for my life. I'm just like, I'm just like, I know if I was ever in a life or death situation and dancing was required, I'm dead, or whoever I'm trying to save is dead. I'm sorry, game over.
Adios.
It's like one of those things, and someone's holding you up at gunpoint, and the robber's like, "You need to like play Dance Dance Revolution on like normal, and or else you
On
or
normal?
it's like or your whole family will die." At that point, you're just like,
Damn.
"That's it,
Damn.
goodbye."
Why did that cut so deep? It's just
Hey,
said
she at least
normal.
gave you a compliment with normal instead of easy, so that's something.
Yo,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I don't know why that got me so hard. It just said normal.
Literally, like
Honestly,
I think, like I
No,
can't
like-
even do the Mario Party rhythm games, like the latest
How
Super
can you
Mario
not?
Party. I can't even do
Oh,
that.
really?
You're just shaking the freaking remote. You don't have to think about buttons or anything. It's just chick, chick, chick. That's it.
I love the rhythm games from Super Mario Party. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably like the most fun part of it for me personally.
Honestly, I love them.
I have nothing against them. I just suck. That's it. I just don't have a sense of rhythm.
I swear, practice makes perfect. You just gotta keep playing rhythm games until you finally get it. How long that will
Yeah.
take, who the freak knows? But eventually.
Like the
No, but,
only
like,
rhythm game I would say I got comfortable with are the Yakuza rhythm games. That's it. I did not get any better at any of the other ones.
then you better hope that if you're in a life or death situation, it's that game right there.
I mean, no, dude. Some of them actually are life or death situations. Like, Zach, you know how they're like sub
No,
stories,
yeah,
right?
they really
Yeah.
are. It's like
Yeah, so-
save this child and beat me in a dance battle.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, bruh, how am I? Like, you're telling me I have to dance like disco, or else this kid's gonna like come, bruh. How are you gonna do that?
Honestly, if I was in that situation and like someone was like, you need to like dance in order to save your life, I'd probably get too distracted and then they'd have to be like, yo, girl, you can stop dancing now. It's fine. Like, you did it. You saved them. It's okay.
I'm just like, y'all lost. I'm like, why would you put that fate on me?
Seriously.
I mean, I guess it is what it be. Like, it's so funny because I remember my parents telling me, it's like, you'll never find someone if you can't dance. And I'm just like, I guess I'll die alone then.
You're not even gonna try to make the effort, like, screw it. Nope.
Okay, but how about this? So let's say you actually were in like a life or death situation where you had to dance to a song perfectly. What song would you choose that you know you would dance perfectly in order to make sure that nothing bad happens?
Macarena.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Wow.
No hesitation.
No.
Do it right now. Right now. Put a gun to my head and let me dance Macarena. I will dance perfectly.
Okay, exactly.
Perfect.
What's that song though? The one that they always there was a meme about it. They were like they always play this song at white weddings, but it's like the what is it called?
You're asking the wrong group
I know
of people.
exactly what song you're talking about,
It's like
and
the
I don't
electric
remember.
one. It's like where they tell you where to go, like the directions, like to the right, to the right. To
Oh,
the
that
Oh
one.
yeah,
What is
yeah,
that
yeah,
now?
yeah. I
know.
know exactly. Oh my gosh, I know what it is, and they play it at literally every party or like school event. I remember.
Exactly. That's the song I would pick because I wouldn't miss a beat.
You know.
How about you, Zach?
Oh gosh. I know which.
Now I'm
I know
just
the
trying
one
to
I've seen enough to that like I used to know, but like,
Mhm.
okay. Picture this: a like mostly white group of middle schoolers doing the perfectly in dance sync to the song "Cotton Eye Joe."
Oh,
That I
wow.
remember.
Oh my god. I remember that when I was in middle school, we had to learn that dance for a grade.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I
I had to
do
learn
the exact
Soldier
same
Boy
thing.
for a grade. It was great.
Yo.
I used to know it. I don't know if I remember any of it, but I used to know it.
What the heck, school? Teaching us, instead of teaching us about life, it's just like, here, you're gonna learn how to do Soldier Boy now, and you're gonna enjoy it. Have fun.
There's something I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
Every time I see the word you by itself, my brain goes, you!
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's literally just
Like,
the meme
that-
it is
that
now. Like
Netflix
I don't think his career has been taken seriously since that song.
Yeah, because he tried to make like a console or something like that, and it was like I think it was like mostly actually like Nintendo games or something like that on it, and Nintendo was like they're gonna like put a cease and desist, right? Because like that makes sense. Like he was literally putting like Nintendo games on this new system or something like that.
Yeah,
And
I
it
was like,
was
didn't he
just-
get sued to hell for that?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
Don't mess with Nintendo. They're Nintendo ninjas. Will get you.
Yeah, I mean, like if they claim you using like this Breath of the Wild theme for like 2 seconds in your song, they're definitely gonna like charge you for trying to make a console with their games. So
Nintendo copyrighted doggos. Don't fight them.
yeah,
No, I'm curious. What has Soldier Boy done?
What has Soulja Boy done?
like he goes on a lot of like talk shows and stuff like that. Like
I remember
podcasts. And
wasn't he like in prison for a while, like, and I mean a couple years, like after like his album release.
hold on, let me fact check because I don't know.
That's a hot take. We're gonna fact check that real quick.
Please
Honestly,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
last-
Cha Cha Slide. That was the one song we were trying to remember. I think that's what it was
Cha
called,
Cha
at least.
Slide. Yeah.
Okay, so he was sentenced to prison for like 240 days, but I don't know if he actually ever served that amount of time. It doesn't really say.
Okay. Yeah, okay, now that makes more sense. Okay, because I do remember
240.
him going to prison. I didn't honestly know how much time. I just remember someone telling me it was like years. And I'm like,
No.
knowing celebrities, it's either A or B.
No,
So
yeah.
the last album this man released was called Best to Ever Do It, and it was released on July 6, 2018.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I thought you were gonna say like 2009 because like that's like the last time I listened to his music. Like
Not gonna
actively.
lie, same.
Do you remember when? Okay, let me see how much y'all remember from back in the internet, back in the old days of the internet, when he was challenging
Okay.
people online to face him in video games because he wanted to be the best gamer ever. And this was like before the whole YouTube video game movement.
Wait, really? Like that was the thing he did?
I'm not joking about this whatsoever. Like, if you look this up right now, you can look up Soulja Boy challenging people to video games.
Yeah, nah, that's going over my head. Never heard about it.
Imagine wanting to play a game and you connect with Soldier Boy. God, what a surreal moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it kind of ironic because that's literally what Ninja and Drake, like, all those years later. But I digress. Javi, you good?
Yeah, I dropped my mic. Uh,
Oh, he
Just
just had
don't
a
stop
drop mic
recording.
moment and walked away.
just don't stop recording. I honestly thought you were scrambling. To
oh
look
no
this
no no
info
no
up.
no! I didn't drop my mic in like a drop mic moment. I literally like freaking like cat clawed my like mic off my desk, and like it just fell. And I was thinking to myself, oh, that's gonna ruin the recording. Like people are gonna like hear me like saying, oh fuck shit, like while I'm picking it up and stuff like that. Like yeah.
You did
Just
your
don't
mic.
stop recording. Don't stop recording. Keep it going. Play it off like nothing happened.
Yeah, that was actually a napalm that went on in the background, guys. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was the noise you guys heard.
I honestly thought you were doing a bit about like scrambling to go and look this up about Soulja Boy.
I wish that would have been a better excuse actually.
Whoops.
Just a little bit of a peek behind the curtain, you know?
Yeah, this is the behind the scenes episode. Like you hear like all the Foley sounds I make. That's like a behind the scenes peek.
You know, sometimes, speaking of cats and stuff, sometimes I feel like cats will just push things over just to see how much shit they can get away with.
Absolutely. As a cat owner, I can contend.
Oh boy. They just sound like a sibling then.
I will have like cups on my nightstand, right? And then one of them will be empty and the other one will have fresh water. And I'll look at her. And both the cups are there and she's just inching closer and I'm like, "No, you know better. Don't do this." And then I'll leave and then the glass of water that's full is on the floor. And I'm just like, "Free cat! Anyone want a free cat?" She's vaccinated, I swear.
Oh my gosh. I know some of the funniest things for you. It's like you'll actually be doing work and then your cat will just actively sit on your laptop.
Yep. She'll
Give
sit
me
on my
attention.
laptop, she'll knock over my book, she'll take my pencil out of my hands.
Cats just are a different creature altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My dog Benji, he loves attention because like he will intentionally like just like put shit in his mouth. He'll run around the house and then like as soon as I look at him, he just stops. And when I look away, he just starts like scramping around and shit like that. And like I just think because like he does not like no object in my house is safe. Like he had a baby picture of like my brother in his mouth, and I was scrambling to get that because I know my mom would have killed me if I let him like chew on that.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I just could not get it out of his mouth, so I was like, fuck it. I did like the one thing you're not supposed to do, and I gave him like a treat while he was like misbehaving, just to get him into like his kennel. I was like, oh my god, this is just that was a bro
This is
moment.
when he fucked up.
That was a bro moment. So from now on, like I just like I just constantly I'm just like hawkeyeing him. Like I'm just making sure like you're not doing bad shit from now on.
I'm watching you. I'm
I'm
watching
watching
you.
you. I literally did. You guys can't see it because we don't like record the video, but I literally did the like finger like thing where I'm just like I'm watching you.
Honestly, dogs and cats just like that's their own little world of like what do they do? What are they thinking?
Honestly, it's a lot about tone too, because I think that I treat my cat kind of like a toddler, because I know she's smarter than she lets on. So if she does something bad, I'll be like, no, we don't do that. You know better than this. So sometimes she'll be acting up, and then I'll catch her and I'll look at her and I'll be like, excuse me, and she'll stop. And then I'll be like, you know better. And then her ears will go down like like a little I'm sorry, and I'm like, you
Oh,
can leave the room now, and she'll leave. And I'm
wow.
just like, I'd rather do that than to be like, yelling at her or, spraying her with a spray bottle. Because, like, I don't
Mhm.
want to be mean either.
Yeah. If I
Yet she
tell
still
Benji,
put her whole ass booty hole on your face.
yeah.
That she tried to sit on my head and then she slipped and then put her butthole on my cheek. I literally
Uh,
got up, threw her off my face, and then went to the bathroom to wash my face.
if if I tell Benji to leave the room, he'll just like start humping my leg. That's what he does.
Why?
Because
Why?
that's the type of dog he is. He's a beagle, by the way. He's just oh man.
I've been to your house. Like your dog is very high energy, kind of high maintenance.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll chase him around the house. I know that sounds bad, but I'm not actually doing anything to him. But I'll like just chase him around the house just to tire him out because like he's just so full of energy.
They have like treadmills for dogs
They're
like
yeah, they're expensive though. Like honestly, the one I saw was like $500, and that
jeez.
What
like
the heck?
$500? You might as well just buy a regular treadmill for like everyone to use in your house, and then have
No,
the
yeah,
dog run on
exactly.
that.
Yeah,
At that
exactly.
point, get a gym membership and take the dog.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
If I could, I'd take him to Planet Fitness. That dead ass. That's what I would be doing. I'd be taking the Benji to Planet Fitness while I'm like lifting weights and stuff. He's just gonna be on the treadmill.
Like Planet Fitness membership is like $10-20 a month. You trying to
It's
get me to
dirt
pay
cheap.
$500? Hell no.
Yeah, Planet Fitness is dirt cheap. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not going there anytime soon because Corona.
Oh, no.
But
Yeah, they Planet Fitness did this kind of sneaky thing where they charged their people without officially announcing that they were opening the gyms again, and I actually had to like call them to like freeze my plan because like, oh hey, you guys charged me without telling us that you're gonna open the gym again, and that's kind of messed up.
yikes.
Yeah.
One of many reasons I don't go to the gym anymore.
My reason, I'm too lazy.
I respect that.
If I want to do exercise, I'll just do it at home because at least then I don't have to go anywhere. It's just here.
Or be in a Latino household. You want to do exercise, your mom will throw 20 different chores for you to do, and you don't get a choice.
That's either if you want it or not.
Oh my gosh. So I saw the funniest and scariest thing the other day, and I sent it to a couple people. Speaking of Latino moms and stuff, there's this show I watch called The Casa Grandes. Just because I watch, not sponsored or anything. It's just a good show, but they show a scene where an abuela literally bursts into a room with an entire bandolier of chanclas, and she can throw that chancla like it's a freaking boomerang. And I'm like, damn, we really peaked at power here.
Honestly.
Yo, if my mom knew how to throw a sandal as a boomerang, I'm moving out. I'm about twice this fast, son.
That's game over right there. I'm like, this is the nuclear option right here.
That's a skill I want to acquire. That's just wow, dang. That's how you just show how much power you have. You hit them so hard, you can catch the freaking Chancla back. Oh my god, that'd be great.
Cool. Just thinking about that sends chills down my spine. Like, imagine you just minding your own damn business, you forget to wash some plates, and the chancla comes back, bounces back to your mom, and then she throws it a second time just for good measure. Absolutely not.
I remember telling some of our friends about this back like in school and stuff, and like they were bewildered and just like losing their minds at the concept of the chancla. Like they had never seen this ultimate nuclear option before.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like, you know those scenes like sometimes in shows where the mom will like kick their leg up and then catch the sandal midair. I want that skill.
Oh,
That's like
yes.
30 times the skill tree, I think.
That's like the equivalent of like cocking a gun.
Yeah.
Yes. Shoot, I remember there was a time when I was trying to like learn how to flip my chancla up and catch it in midair so I could like throw it in one swift motion.
Oh my god.
Oh. I was able to do it once successfully, and oh, the satisfaction to do it. So good.
At that point, we have to have like a Rocky training montage, and it's just us trying to catch the sandal in midair.
No kidding.
But you have the mariachi band perform the freaking Rocky theme instead.
Absolutely.
Yo.
Absolutely. Let's make it
Yo,
happen.
we need to get on that. We need to get on that.
Yes. I'm all for this.
It's just the Rocky theme of like dun da da dun da da dun da da dun, and then there's just like some Latin music, but shut the suddenly record scratch cut in.
A bunch of trumpets.
Yes.
You have no idea where it came from, but somehow it got in there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so funny to me when I saw that. I'm like, y'all don't even know how scary this truly is. I'm gonna resend it to y'all just so y'all can see, but I lost my
this
mind.
image.
Absolutely.
Oh, she
The
literally has,
curler
like,
in the hair. My god.
she literally has like a sash around her like body, just full of chanclas. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a
She's
bandolier
locked and loaded,
full of
baby.
them. I'm like, where is the lie here? Where?
There is none.
The funniest part to me is like you literally see her have like the most pinpoint accuracy, and I'm like, I don't know who wrote this show, but they got all the right details. Because I know my
They got
mom has thrown
trauma,
it at me
that's
before
why.
across the room.
Trauma.
They knew it firsthand, my guy.
I think they spoke to like a professional on the concept of being hit by chancla, which is every Hispanic child.
Yes.
So, I mean, they probably just talked to like one Hispanic person that grew up in like that kind of household, and they're like, "What is it like?" And then they told their war stories, and then they're like, "Oh, thank you, that'll make a great reference."
The 1,000-yard stare. That's just really when I remember it. December 2nd, 2005. I spoke up against my mother, and before I knew it, I was getting hit in the face by nothing but rubber and cloth.
Rubber and cloth.
You thought you got knocked into next week? Nope, we ain't seeing you till next year. It's so funny though, because it's like I remember talking to my little cousin the other day, and like, cause he lives with his mom and his grandma, and then
Oh no. Double ammo.
No, the thing is, his mom doesn't have that concept of la chancla, but he got introduced to it the other day by his grandma, and I'm just like, boy, you don't even know.
The poor kid.
I'm like,
Honestly,
14 years is a good run, not knowing that pain.
Yo, if my mom ever lived with me and I had my kids, That would suck for my kids because we're both familiar with the concept of the chancla. Now, would I use the chancla against my kids? Absolutely not, because I know the trauma that causes. But like, it's terrifying.
She would have no mercy with them. She's just like, you're gonna learn like your mother did.
Absolutely.
You just hear in the distance the loud scream, like everyone's Latino sense goes off and there's the loud scream, and then you're just like, well, guess another kid learned what the chancla is.
Yes.
There was this video, and there was this little girl, and apparently, like, all of her, like, older brothers, like, she was, like, not even 3, and all of her, like, brothers and her, they were playing, hide and seek, and they left her in the room, because she was apparently, like, in a closet hiding, waiting for them, and it was half an hour, and no one found her, and she came out, and took off her own little sandal and threw it at her brother.
Learning at a young age?
Yeah, she was literally 3. Like, I saw the video and I was like, Jesus, they're learning pretty quickly now.
I was telling this to Abby the other day, but it's like, I feel like the moment you become a mom as a Latina, like, that's game over for your kids instantly. Or even your significant other. That's just game over.
Yep, no one's safe.
They go crying to your dad. It's like, Mom, hit me with the chancla. And it's like, what do you want me to do? You think I can do something against that?
She's gonna hit me next. Leave me alone.
The second chancla comes with it.
Yes.
There's just one that goes flying near his head and like breaks the wall next to him. And it's like...
Absolutely, and the chancla's just stuck in the wall, like, just right there.
You write a date next to it, 2023. He knew he fucked up.
It'd be the funniest thing. It's just like right there in the, it's a little note that says, that's just like, don't you dare say anything.
No questions asked.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, the wildest part to me is like, you can be a fully grown ass adult, and the fact that the fear sticks around with you of the potential of it even happening is just wild to me.
Yeah, it just shows its really true power. Never underestimate the chancla.
Never.
And you would think just because it's like a sandal that it wouldn't hurt, but like...
Oh no.
It do be hurting. One time my
It
mom
do be
threw a
hurting.
rock at me and it hurt, and I was like, this shouldn't be possible.
How did this piece of rubber hurt me so?
It's just, to me, I'm like, I remember getting hit once and it hit me in the back of the head, and I looked down and I'm like, how did this, like, I was legit knocked down, and I looked down and there it is, and I'm like, damn, so that's the power it has.
Pretty much.
It was just like, I don't know. Javi, what about you? You got a story?
No, actually, okay, this is gonna sound really disgusting, just disclaimer. But when I was in kindergarten, I was actually part of a karate club near me, and during about, I don't know what to call it, but during about, I just kept on picking my nose,
Okay.
and like the instructor like constantly he saw me and he was like, oh, go wash your hands, and then I was like, okay, I'll go wash my hands. And then I did it again, and then he told me to wash my hands. And then when I got home, my mom was like, "That was so embarrassing," and she just started wailing on me with the chocolate. And I was just like, "Yeah, that's why I never pick my nose ever, like, again. Like, that's just not gonna happen." Like, I learned my lesson there.
At that moment, he had the fear of God struck in him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally now, like, for the rest of your life, every time you reach for your nose, it's just like war flashbacks to like your mom like hitting you with the sandal.
Yeah, like, I don't know why my mom enrolled me in a karate club, because she already knew like all the moves to like fucking like fend off like lions and shit with the chancla. Like, I don't know why she didn't just teach me that. Like what are we doing here at the karate club? You could just teach me that.
Honestly, it would have been cheaper too.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what's scarier to me, the pain or the accuracy.
The anticipation, the fear.
I have to agree. I think it's the anticipation of getting there.
Because it doesn't actually hurt that much. It's just like tensing up and then like actually being hit. That's the actual pain. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like my mom is hit pretty hard sometimes. Not gonna lie about that.
Maybe. I always wore jeans when I knew I was about to get hit. Like I was never wearing shorts.
He found the loophole.
Because like
Same. I would
how,
also wear jeans.
that's how you get around it. Like you're a fool if you get hit in the like that's your own downfall if you get hit with the chancla if you're wearing shorts because they're gonna go for your thigh. They're gonna go for your thighs and your how do you say
Calf?
calf? There we go. Why was I thinking okay, yeah, calf.
What
Yeah.
were you thinking?
I couldn't think of the word for calf in English. I'm so sorry.
Fair enough, fair
yeah,
enough.
that's what they do. So you have to wear like pants because then it doesn't hurt as much.
I mean, you assume I had time to prepare for this. Like if it was in the moment, it was in the moment.
That's why you always gotta have to have a pair of jeans on hand, man. Like I always.
You rip off your shorts and there's a pair of jeans below it.
Exactly.
At that point, that's skill if they couldn't see the jeans underneath the
Exactly.
shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Or you wear those shorts that have like the zip up so you can attach the pant leg.
Yeah. Exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
mom
Exactly.
shows up to hit you and you're like, wait a second, mom, let me put the rest of my pants on.
Give me like 3 seconds. Okay, go for it.
Yeah. It's
No,
like the
like
pants
you
that
go to school, everyone asks you, why do you have a second pair of jeans?
You never know when it's gonna come. It could come
Yeah.
through that window when I fuck up a question. You don't know.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's so accurate.
Oh no.
It's just us casually sharing like our chancla trauma and everyone listening's like, damn, are these kids okay?
I swear we're fine.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
Now.
For now.
Yeah.
But Lord help you if it was in public, because if it was in public, they're not gonna stop that it's in public, and they're gonna hit harder because it's in public.
Oh, my parents never did it in public. They always waited until
No,
we got home.
Neither did mine. My
Yeah.
mom would just like lean in very quietly and be like, wait until we get home.
No, yeah,
And that's-
yeah. They would tell me, yeah, you're gonna get it when we get home. But in public, nah. They were at least decent enough to not do that. Not in front of my friends while we're eating ice cream, man. Like.
No, but if I knew that if my mom leaned into my ear and said, wait until we get home, I was praying the entire way to the car.
Yeah.
The entire way. I was trying to like butter her up and have like a conversation while we're in the car so that she would maybe forget.
Try to calm her down before the
Yeah.
storm. Yeah.
I've only had it in public once, but yeah, my parents were mostly the same. They were just like, wait till we get home. Wait till we get home. And it's like, no best behavior is saving you after that point.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because they know you're trying to do it to avoid the chancla, but it's not gonna work. Once they made up their mind, they're gonna follow through on it.
They got me once where they seemed like they had forgotten about it, and I thought I was in the clear, and then they got me.
Yeah, it's the worst when you think they forgot about it. It's legitimately like when you think you're like home clear and you're just like at home reading Captain Underpants, and then they knock on the door with the belt or like the chancla. That's like I would have rather you would have just done it in the park or something like that. Like, come on.
I agree.
Yeah.
You get hit so hard at that point, you're just hearing Celia Cruz singing in the background.
Oh boy.
Like you're starting to look at the gates, and it's like, oh shit, that hurt. It's so funny. Again, people at home, you're right. They're just listening to us like, are these people okay? Do they need help? Do we need to send CPS?
Too late for that. I would appreciate it like 10 years ago, but
Nah. As much as the chancla, I'm scared of it. Like, it taught me what I needed to learn, to BH. Because I was a dumb kid. Words didn't affect me. You told me that this was bad, I would still keep doing it.
yeah.
So sometimes you need a bit of discipline in that chancla to just make sure you understand, hey, don't do this.
Also, when you fucking like did like when your siblings did bad shit and you still got hit anyways.
Exactly.
Like,
God.
like I remember when I was like 6, like my brother dropped a vase in our home, and then like he was like using a lightsaber, and then like my mom like got into it with him, and then I was laughing, and then she was like, "What? Do you, oh, you're laughing, huh? Oh, you're not gonna be laughing after this." I was like, "Oh fuck, I should have just stayed in my room. I should have just stayed in
Exactly.
my room." I
Exactly.
Oh my
Just like, why
gosh.
am I taking the beat and he's the one that messed up?
yeah, like oh my
Guilty
gosh.
by association right there.
Literally, it would be like the worst because like you feel guilty because your siblings are being beat. But I remember one time my mom was like, "Vas a ver, like you're gonna get it," and literally I was in the living room. I just quietly got up, went to the bathroom, just sat there, acted like I was using it, flushed the toilet just for good measure. As everything was going down in the living room, I was washing my hands. I was taking my time. I was like 20 seconds to wash hands. Nah, I'm gonna take a solid 5 just to make sure I get my hands all clean. I'd come out. My sister would be like super upset, like, "Why didn't you vouch for me?" And I'd be like, "If I vouch for you, I am also going down."
Yep.
You want
You ain't getting
want
my
a sibling
support.
that vouches for you, or do you want a sibling who's alive?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh no.
To me, it's just like you know, there's no saving yourself once you've messed up. There really is no salvation.
Doesn't matter how many
Unless
chores you
it's
do
like,
afterwards.
unless like something really like nice happened to them, like if they got a call or if they got like a check in the mail or something like that. Like it had to be something really big for them to be like, like you're fine. Like I'm not gonna do this to you, but you gotta stop acting up. Like it had to be God saying, "Listen, he's okay. Like you're safe."
Yeah, pretty much.
It's still pretty funny to me because it's like some people have seen my mom and they're like, "There's no way she has a violent bone in her body." I'm like, "You don't know her at all."
The sweeter they are, the harder they hit. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Them's the facts. The first time I saw his mom, I was like, "She's super sweet. Like they're so nice. Like there's no way." And the look he gave me, he was like, "If you only knew. If you only knew." But if my mom ever listens to this, I love you. You never did any of these things.
Oh yeah,
You're very
mami, te
nice.
quiero tanto, no te preocupes. Estoy bien. Hey, save
Damn,
yourselves
Bobby, I
now
think
while
we
you
just
can.
got thrown under the bus.
Literally at that point, I'd be like, "Whoa, that's not me. That person just sounds like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have
Someone's
your
using
name. Oh man, that's crazy."
No, but in for realness, if my mom ever listens to this, solo son historias.
It's puro chisme.
So
Exactly.
cheese. Yeah, we'll see how much you're laughing after this.
The disclaimer at the beginning of the episode is like stories and or like actions have been exaggerated just for like plot.
We'll post it just for this. Just for this.
Yes. We gotta make sure we protect ourselves.
Gosh, they're still some of the greatest stories though. I mean, like outside of punishments, seeing my friends kind of like meet my mom and then like when they come over to my house and they get like a taste of like her cooking or just like ever like a fiesta that we're having and they come over and my mom's making them eat, they're just like, "Damn, how do you eat so good?" Or just like, "I can't eat anymore." I'm like, "I don't know. This is just my life. Like this is how it is."
I think my favorite memory of your mom is that, like, just for context, like, I love calling, like, friends who are girls my wives. I just think it's, like, super cute. It's, like it's a step up from, like, "Oh, these are my girlfriends," like, "These are my wives." The funniest thing that she could have ever done is me going, "Oh, this is my wife," and your mom didn't skip a beat. She wasn't like, "Oh my god, lesbian." She was like, "Damn, ain't she a little bit too young to be married?"
That honestly is one of the best intros you've had to my mom. Like it was just you and another one of our friends, and she was just like she just pulled me aside and she was just like, isn't she too young? She's only like X age. And then I'm like, and then I had to kind of break it down for her. And then, but it was just so funny to me.
I think that's the highlight for me. That and then your mom always gives me plants. Like I feel bad though, cause like one of them died, but it's fine. We'll get it together.
She still has another plant for you. Like, my mom loves giving away plants.
We stand.
I will say,
I
I've
just
met
like-
Javi's mom, and she's super nice, too. Like, she is
Oh,
very,
absolutely.
very calm and nice.
Yeah, she's a great host. I think that's like she's very much like I wouldn't say like I'm a very outgoing person, but she's very bubbly and she just loves talking to people. I'd say she's like a great host, I'd say.
Mhm.
I remember, though, like, this is when I was really young, because I've known Javi for a long time in my life. Like, the first couple times I ever went over to Javi's house, his mom was like, I didn't see her for like maybe the first couple times I went over to his place. Like I had seen her before, but every time I would go over to his house, she just wasn't there. Like I think she would always be out doing errands or she was just doing her own thing, but I would always be like, "Wait." I was so confused for the longest time. But I don't know. I like they're pretty great and for moms and stuff for as much crap as we give them. They're would not trade them.
No, yeah, like I mean,
not at all.
we talked about them like about their like you know how they disciplined us, but like I definitely feel like I'm the kind of person I am today because of the sacrifices my mom's made for me. So I mean,
Mhm.
like
100%.
I got no complaints about that. Like I'm a very big mama's boy. I'm
Mother,
straight
listen
up.
to this part, not the rest.
Yeah,
Tune
this
in
is we need
exactly
to
at this
yeah
moment.
we need to like okay, so like we need to like clip this part, uh make the actual episode like public, make this like clip private, and then send this link to our moms and be like, oh yeah, this was the episode. It was like 2 minutes of us talking.
This is totally what
only,
we talked about right here.
it was
Come
only 2
on!
minutes long. It was only 2 minutes long.
Shoot, why were we taking an hour recording this? Don't worry about it. It's just know
Yeah,
that this
exactly.
2
We just
minutes
had a
is
lot
the
of audio
results.
issues. Yep, totally.
We're troubleshooting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know how technology is. It loves to hate you, stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
We were goofing off for the first 30 minutes.
I mean, that's a legit thing.
Half of this podcast is just us, just nothing but jokes.
Yes.
But like on back to real quick though, kind of along the same lines of Latino thoughts. So, I picked up something the other day, and I realized like I show the food we get in my house to my friends. A for the pure reaction they get, and B because I just love showing off Latino food. So we got some legit chicharrón the other day, not like the store brand like crispy waves, almost near chips chicharrón. No, this was the like had meat and fat attached to the skin chicharrón.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know what chicharrón is, it is the best way to put it is pork rinds, but it's like pork rinds with like thick cuts of meat attached to it as well.
Wouldn't it be like pork belly, like crispy pork belly, but like I guess like that's a way to describe it.
I don't know for the most part, just because I don't know what part of like the pig they cut it from.
It is pork belly, actually. No, yeah. Like,
Oh,
I looked it
really?
up,
Okay.
Yeah, it's pork belly.
Okay. So I sent that to my friends the other day, and they were like, "What is that?" And I'm like, and then I just gave them the whole thorough explanation I gave right now. But what I'm curious for y'all is like, what foods have you had, or like, or do you eat like that some of your friends or people have no idea what it is, or like have never seen it before?
That's a good one.
That's interesting.
I think like beef tongue tacos.
Yeah. Something
That's pretty
along
good.
those lines.
That's pretty good.
I
Like
was
it's
gonna.
pretty.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm done.
Okay. I was gonna say sopa de mondongo, because I
Ooh.
feel like a lot of people haven't had tripe, which is like the stomach lining. That's definitely something I feel a lot of people probably haven't had. Which
That's pretty good. Like, not gonna lie,
yeah.
that's some good stuff.
I agree.
Abby?
Especially when you have a tortilla to eat on the side with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then comes the eternal battle of what tortilla.
Yeah.
Homemade corn.
Homemade. Okay. Okay. Here's my thing. Right. It's like homemade corn is better than homemade flour, but pre-packaged flour is better than pre-packaged corn, in my opinion.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I can get behind that.
Same
Yeah,
here.
I can get behind that.
Yep.
Like, I'm probably gonna, honestly, at the time of this recording, I'm probably gonna be making tortillas later in the afternoon.
Oh,
Just
nice.
cause. But
Just
what about you, Abby? Do you got one?
I'm totally sorry. It's like my mother has a sixth sense. She knocked the door and started speaking with me. So I did
She
not
knew
hear
you
the
were
last
shit
like
talking
5
her.
minutes of conversation.
She said, "I heard
could
you
sense
talking
it.
smack."
Yes. So I am out of the loop. What happened?
No, I was just asking. I was asking like, so like, what foods, like Latino foods, have you had that like none of your friends, like know about or like have ever heard of, or they're like surprised by it the first time you've shown
Papusa.
it to them?
Pupusas, yeah.
Papusas. They always lose it when they like see this creation. They're like, "This is like a quesadilla but better," and I'm like, "Yes."
Oh, very
Oh,
much
yeah.
so, hands down.
Pupusas are incredible. Like every time I have friends over and they have pupusas for the first time, they start eating that shit like twice a week. It's incredible.
Twice a week, they start making. They find out recipes. They try to make it at home.
Yeah, it's so
Exactly.
good. Like, yeah.
I remember for our friend Dan, who we've had on the podcast before, the first time I brought pupusas from home to college, and he had it, and he was like, "Oh my god, how have I never had this before?" I'm like, "You just need to go to a Latino area."
You haven't gone to the right place.
A whole new world starts playing in the background.
Honestly, yeah.
No kidding, like, for real though. Oh my gosh, like I still love the fact that I've also introduced my friends to Peruvian chicken, and Peruvian chicken
Oh,
just
yeah.
slaps.
See,
Yeah,
look, that's something I can't get behind yet. Like, either I've gone to the wrong Peruvian places, or just I cannot get behind Peruvian chicken at all. I don't like
Where
it.
have you gone?
Yeah, I was about
I've
to
gone
ask.
to the ones near in Waldorf,
Ah,
so I don't think there's any good ones around here.
okay.
Like, do you know the names of the places by any chance?
I think one of them is Pollo Rico, if I
Oh,
remember
really?
correctly.
Wow.
Yes. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but nah.
I think supreme for me has to be Sardi's. Like, I'm sorry, Sardi's
Yeah.
sponsor me. Like, but I think there's that yellow sauce that they make and the green one, top tier.
Yeah, I
mean-
posted a tweet. Oh,
No,
sorry,
go
go ahead,
ahead.
Zach. No, I posted a tweet the other day that I said Pika, which is a branch of Sardi's, was better than Crispy and Juicy. And Zach lost his mind in the comments. He was like, "How dare you, you traitor! I thought you were my." It was like that scene from Star Wars Episode 3. He was like, "How dare you! I thought you were my bro. I thought of you as my brother, Anakin." And then he, and I mean, that's just. I mean, for me, that's the facts. I will say, I kind of disagree. I think the yellow sauce from Crispy and Juicy is probably the best I've had, to be honest. Like, that's my favorite.
I have to agree with the statement though of Pika being better than Crisp and Juicy. Crisp and Juicy hits, but I think Pika just hits more.
No, yeah, good. I definitely like Crispy and Juicy. The thing for me is like the sides are really good at Pika, and the sides at Crispy and Juicy are okay, but for me they're kind of mid. And even if the chicken is better, I'd much rather have like a good chicken and like really good sides than like a really good chicken and then like kind of mid sides. So that's just me personally.
Yeah, I
For me-
have to agree.
No, go ahead, Asher. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying like I have to wholeheartedly agree with that.
Okay, so for me, I personally I will die on the hill that Crisp and Juicy is the best. Like, Sardi's is really good. Pika Pica is really good. For me, it's like the Peruvian chicken specifically of Crisp and Juicy is the best out of the three of them.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like I think the chicken is probably better
And then
overall.
their yuca is the best in my head too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Chuka.
okay. Well-made yuca is really good because like yuca is hard. I wouldn't say it's hard to make, but it's definitely like easy to fuck up if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
A lot of people, I think a lot of people don't realize that you're supposed to like actually boil the yuca before you fry it. Because if you just try to fry it, it's not the inside's not going to be like fluffy. It's just going to be hard.
Yeah, yeah. And see that's the one problem I've had with like sardies is that I've gotten like consistently hard yuca and
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm not there for it.
Yeah.
And to me like Crisp and Juicy's yellow sauce is like freaking liquid gold.
No,
right
yeah,
there. You can put that on anything and it tastes better.
Yeah, it's honestly amazing. Like that sauce, it's like that sauce. You could like put anything into it, and it'll taste like a million times better. Like honestly.
I will give it to you though that like sardies and Pica have greater and more diverse menus and like they have some greater sides too. Like I'm not gonna argue about that. Just for me specifically, like what I go for Crisp and Juicy is their chicken and then fried yuca. And then to me that's all I need and I'm golden.
Which, to be fair, is like if you get like a good amount of yuca and the chicken, that's gonna like fill you up for like the rest of the day. To be honest, like I don't think you really need anything else. To be fair.
Yeah,
One
I get
meal
you,
and you're
like,
done.
Really. Like it's so funny though cuz it's like me and my dad will now actively seek out all the Peruvian chicken places in the area. Like there's one I got introduced to the other day that like I'm going to go like search for at some point. But like the most recent one I found was Don Pollo, which is okay, but they
That
messed
is
up the
good.
rice. So and I don't know how you mess up rice. So
Yeah.
I was just like, nah, not this one here. Like it varies per location.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Don Pollo I had in Silver Spring was really good, but the one near us wasn't that great, to be honest.
No, the one in our hometown sucks, but the one like out in Gaithersburg, that place is actually really good. Like especially their lomo
Yeah.
saltado.
Oh yeah, lomo saltado. That's another thing. Just like
Mhm.
lomo with French fries, onions, and bell peppers, and then black beans and rice. That's just incredible.
Not just any rice. Most places do jasmine rice, and then I'm just like,
Yeah.
yes, that's all the only rice I need.
Zach, I was about to say you should do you should write a column or do like a food blog about just Peruvian chicken in general. Like
You know, I might actually do that. Like I would do it just for the fun of it, but I just have to go and actively look for more Peruvian places.
yeah, because I was watching a channel called Abroad in Japan, and the presenter was saying that there's a guy right now in Japan who's like going to like every Starbucks in Japan and he's like reviewing them. And apparently there's like 1,400 like Starbucks stores in Japan. And I thought to myself, that would like what could you really do with that? Like how is it gonna differ from like Starbucks to Starbucks? You know what I mean?
Oh my god, I love Abroad in Japan.
Abroad in Japan is so good. I love it so much.
So great.
My only guess is probably things on like secret menu or like how they get some areas. Like if you're at a coastal Starbucks versus like a inland Starbucks.
Yeah,
Probably
like
some
local
different
specialties
things.
maybe. Yeah, because I know McDonald's in Costa Rica, they actually have like Costa Rican specialties, but over here it's just like hash browns and like eggs and stuff like that.
Okay,
And,
let me go on a mini rant about this real quick. Why
Okay.
is it that everywhere else in the world has a better McDonald's than the United States?
Because it's the U.S. We fuck up a lot.
That is probably the nicest way to put it.
Yeah.
Like, no kidding. I remember when, because, I went to Europe a couple of years back, and I went to France and Spain, and we had McDonald's in both places. And, like, their food tasted like full-ass grown food. And I'm like, damn.
The food tastes like food. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And then I was like, and then you see, like, Japan and their blogs of, like, you can find this at a Japanese McDonald's. And it's, like, some almost gourmet thing from a McDonald's. And I'm like, why don't we have that?
Because McDonald's drops the bag. Like if they had like an international week or something like that, where they had like actually I think they did do that once, didn't they? where they like had like an international week where you could like get like limited time like like a Big Mac set from like Japan or some stuff like that.
Or like this
I have
Stroop
no idea.
waffle.
Yeah, that's right. The Stroop waffle and the waffle with McFlurry. Yeah. I know what you're thinking about. Yeah.
I
think
have no
my
idea.
favorite like McDonald's fun fact is like McDonald's in the Philippines serve spaghetti.
Yeah,
Nani?
yeah.
Yo, what?
They have spaghetti and they have fried chicken.
Yeah, because there's I can't remember. There's a you said the Philippines, right? I think there's a restaurant chain called Jollibee,
Mhm.
where they actually serve spaghetti and fried chicken along with like hamburgers and stuff like that. I think they were trying to copy that a little bit.
I remember going to I know like in Spain they had like their pastries are very different because obviously like local area, but they had tres leches for one of them, and then they have flan as well.
Wow.
In a McDonald's.
Yo.
Every day I grow more sad that I wasn't born in another country.
Oh boy.
Not only because of current events, but also because like fast food places just seem to be a lot better than everywhere else.
Yeah.
And I would like to consider myself a very food-oriented person.
Yeah, fair enough.
I agree. Like I am a very food oriented person. Like every time I see a new article about Japan has this in their fast food place and it's like a top tier food, and I'm like, clearly I've been eating in the wrong country.
Yeah. I still haven't had real like actual like really good ramen yet. The last time I had ramen was on our on-campus like Asian place, and that was not
Hisho?
that great.
That's not he showed that.
Hisho,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah,
ramen.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that was just not that great.
No, I'd rather have cup ramen, honestly.
Honestly, I wish I
100%
had
agree.
cup ramen. I wish I brought like a cup ramen and some boiling water and like a thermos, and I would have eaten that instead of like the ramen they had at Hisho. To be honest.
Yup.
Dude, 100% agree on all of that. Like, I would rather have a cup ramen any day. Like, I'll spend my money on a cup ramen instead of their quote unquote ramen. Like,
Which
Yeah.
isn't enough.
the only time I've had like legit quote unquote ramen is in DC. If you go to like the Chinatown area, because they have some Japanese restaurants there too.
Mm.
And then the one time we were in Hawaii, I was able to convince my parents to go to a Japanese place, and they had like ramen like made like traditionally Japanese, and that was it. But like
Cool.
everywhere else, it's just been cup ramen, and you know what? I'm okay with cup ramen.
Yeah, no, cup ramen is good though. Like people like say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat another cup of ramen. But the thing is, the cup ramen is like genuinely like good, like food. Like
Yeah.
Okay, so two questions I now have to ask. One, favorite cup
Oh, boy.
ramen flavor.
I'm basic. I like chicken.
mm,
Yo, the roasted chicken one slaps.
I've never had that.
It's so good.
Is it different from like the regular chicken, or is it just
Yeah,
like...
it just tastes a little bit more richer than the regular
Oh,
chicken.
nice.
And
Yeah,
the
that
broth
sounds
is
good.
darker.
Oh, that just sounds like really good. Yeah. For me, it would probably... I actually like beef a lot. So I
Beef
think
isn't
I have to be...
bad. Like,
Yeah.
I've had the beef. It's just a little too salty for me at times.
Mm.
And but I think I'd have to go with. I can't find it anymore. Like I used to be able to see it back, but I don't find it anymore. It was like lemon chicken.
Lemon chicken.
Lemon
Yeah.
chicken?
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
haven't
something
seen it in a long time. Like, and I mean like very long time. We would buy it at Shoppers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And so we found like lemon chicken cup ramen, and I've never been able to find it ever again since like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But that one was my favorite. But if not, I would definitely stick with the basic chicken. That stuff is just really good.
Yeah. My favorite is beef, but I always end up eating shrimp because for some goddamn reason, my parents love the shrimp flavor so much that they get like a Costco-sized crate of like fucking shrimp cup ramen, and that's just that's what I eat because like that's the only one they're willing to get for some reason. It's not like it can't be because of the sodium because it's just as much. Like there's no way.
That's actually really funny just for that. All right, then my other question is would you ever have like those cup ramen, like the just add water ramens, dry? Like, would you ever eat it just dry?
I've,
You haven't done that?
I've done that, yeah. I actually
Okay,
did that
no,
once.
I've done it. It's just like I was on Twitter the other day, and people were like, "Why would you ever eat this dry? Who eats this dry?" And then there's the other camp of like, "Sure, I'll eat this dry. Hell, I'll do it. I do it all the time."
Yeah, because like what you're supposed to, well, not what you're supposed to do, but what some people do is that they like smash it up a bit and they eat it like chips. Like they don't they don't eat the ramen like a freaking like dry patty or like a rice cookie or a rice cake. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I remember I just went the stereotypical college student route. I literally just broke a Maruchan packet in half, and then I just started munching on a dry piece of ramen. I'm just
man.
like, I don't have hot water right now. I'll just eat it like this. It's still food.
Okay.
I'm hungry. Screw the hot
Okay.
water.
Okay, this is gonna tell you how much of a bum I was at times in college. So, I remember one time, like we were in the dorms, right? And like the dorms have like kitchens, at least where we were at, that you can actually use for like to heat up water and stuff like that. One time, I like instead of just going to like to the kitchen and like heating up some water to pour over my ramen, I literally took some. I turned on the sink towards the hottest setting for like a few minutes, and then after that I would add that water to the ramen, and then I would just eat that. Like I did that once and I never did it again.
Lesson learned, am I right?
Yeah, because like it made the
That
noodles
doesn't even
soft.
taste right.
It made the noodles soft, right? It made it like tender, but like at the same time I feel like I just like committed sacrilege. Like
What the frick? You did. Oh boy. That doesn't even sound good to me. Just like no.
No, yeah, because the water wasn't nearly hot enough. So I learned my lesson there.
Hot water ain't hot. You need that shit boiling.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the
Need
thing.
it to boil.
Oh my god. Yeah.
If you ain't getting scalded, then you ain't doing it right.
Yup.
Gosh.
I remember for me, like, so what I started doing last year was like, I would just start taking the ramen out of the packets, because my mom used to do this way back when she taught me to just like not keep it in the cup anymore and like put it in an actual pot, boil it, cook it, and then I would take it out and then I just start making my own pasta with it out of like just the ramen noodles you get.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna lie, it was good. Like, and it allowed me to throw some soy sauce on that shit, and it tasted delicious.
Yeah.
But with that, I think that's a good point to wrap up here. But thank you both to Aby and Astrid for coming out today. I know you two really wanted to be on together and just hang out, dick around, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Digging around is always fun.
Yeah, thank you both so much for coming out, and we hope to have you both back soon at some point.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Just gotta make sure all of our schedules line up.
Yeah,
kidding,
that's
but
always
hey,
the pain.
That's what Unscheduled is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do it when we can.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for listening, and you know the usual YouTube drill. Give a like, subscribe, drop a comment, all that good stuff. Turn on the notification bell.
You gotta leave them with like a question. Tell us your favorite type of cup ramen, and tell us if your mom traumatized you by hitting you with a gun.
I love
there you
the,
go,
like, just the range of that conversation.
Put it in the comments below. Thanks, Astrid, for that. So thank you all so much again for coming out, and the next episode will be, who knows, it's Unscheduled. So have a good one, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Bye.